So who'd you talk to? What'd you learn?
I talked to a filmmaker named Alec Dyer. Originally, I was going to talk to someone called Christopher Titus, but he never got back to me. So, but he's a local filmmaker in San Antonio. I've worked with him on a few projects, like with the 48-Hour Film Festival, and he's an old friend. But we've gone through years of just back and forth with ideas and scripts and stuff like that.
Cool.
He inspired me to try and go into directing and acting and everything else with filmmaking.
Cool.
What I learned from him is that you need to have a passion with every project you do. Otherwise, there's no point of doing it. He does all the contests and the process just for the fun of it, not to try and become famous or, make millions. Yeah, he honestly enjoys it. He was inspired by Godzilla movies when he was young. And it reminded me of me when I was inspired by just the first movie I saw. I forgot what it was, but it reminded me of my story. He's here. He's a student at SAC like me, and he's doing the RTF programs like me.
So talk a little bit about that 24, is it 48 hour? Yeah, tell about that.
It was a process. Like we didn't have people that we relied on, and we had to change our story back again.
Yeah, but you set it up like. So what happens is this is put out by the San Antonio Film Commission, and you basically have a team, right? And then they give you a prompt.
Yeah, a prompt, a theme, and a character. You got to use the specific line. You make the whole story based around that. It can only be like 7 minutes.
So you have 48 hours to create the script, to film it, to,
write it,
edit it, write it, edit, and put it together. Deliver it. 48 hours.
Yeah, and that was its own story because we had nobody we relied on. People dropped out the day we got the theme and the prompt. And
see, I think it'd be really fascinating to do a documentary just on the process, right? And
the funny story about that, we got a Femme to Film, which is a female lead movie. We had a female, but she was the one that dropped out the day we got the theme. So we were considering dressing me up in drag and just hiding my face. No, we couldn't, and I wanted to channel Willem Dafoe from Boondock Saints, but we couldn't find a story for that, so we did the wild card option. Got a whole new
Which
story.
is that?
That was a chase/escape film, and he happened to have a rabbit as a pet, and I said, oh, what if we do a movie like he's trying to escape? So we put a voice in editing to the rabbit, and I'm like the douchebag owner, and he's escaping me. It's really fun.
It worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. I mean, we didn't win, but it was fun.
Yeah. And you learned. What did you learn from that experience?
From that, just to try and get people you can rely on and have backup plans, like have 2 or 3 backup plans. Backup actors.
So you see yourself more in the acting end? Or
acting, yeah, but he's inspired me to try and direct my own things, write my own things and stuff.
What other advice did he give you?
I wrote down a quote he had that I really liked. No idea is a bad idea. And for a movie, it's just an idea that can't be used yet. So take advice from everybody, even if it's like a family friend that says, "Oh, what if you did this?" Like consider it at least, and don't say no because you could use it another time for another idea.
Does he keep like a journal of ideas?
Yeah, yes, something like that. I'm starting to. Yeah.
I think that's critical. Yeah, because sometimes you'll have these flashes of brilliance and you got to write them down.
You forget.
Otherwise you'll lose it.
That's how Harry Potter was.
Yeah. What else?
He's just got a clear view on what he wants to do, and that's just a big inspiration.
Is he able to make, I love the whole creative aspect, but then there's also the other aspect of having to pay rent. Like, how does he balance that out?
It's not his career yet. He's working a part-time job like me, and we just do this on the side.
Yeah.
And when the 48-hour comes along, that's when we focus on it more. Or we're working on Sundance now, one day, to try and get something in there.
That's cool. Yeah, I think it's good to have goals like that and set them and do it. My godson actually got to go to Sundance last spring with his college. They do a January semester, and so they went and spent 3 weeks and did the whole film festival, and he said it was a great experience. So maybe you ought to take a semester off, like a spring, and you could just go up there and hang out.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.